What is happening, everybody? Welcome to today's vlog. So down in the gym with the kids. So look, Katie can kind of crack on with some work indoors undisturbed. And today is a pull day. Typically, my workouts at the moment kind of go focusing on individual body parts to a certain degree because I'm training more frequently at the moment. So normally starts with some sort of warm-up mobility thing, strengthening some weak areas. So we did YTWs to start this workout. What are you going on about, noisy? And then move into the compound lift. So in this workout it's the deadlifts. So working my way up to kind of heaviest set for 3-5 repetitions. And then we move on to more of the kind of hypertrophy stuff after that, the bodybuilding sort of stuff after this. After we've done, we're going to do 5, well, as many rounds as we can on the deadlifts to build up to sort of the heaviest weight for 3 repetitions, depending on how I'm feeling. And then we're going to move into some more hypertrophy based stuff. And then finish the workout with something that's just going to get the heart rate up a bit, a little bit of cardio type thing, normally an AMRAP or an EMOM or a circuit style thing, or some days it'll even be just like more long endurance based. So today actually marks 3 years to the day since we went into hospital with our second son Henry, did feel him moving and was told that there was no heartbeat and basically he was going to be stillborn. And it's just crazy. It's just absolutely mad how it's been 3 years. Obviously we've had the pandemic and that kind of stuff, which I think that year flew by. I think because we're all going off of, I can't wait till this date, I can't wait till Boris Johnson's next announcement to be allowed to do this. So I think that year went particularly quick, or the past 12 months has gone particularly quick. So that's like one of the years. We had Maggie, that like was another year that just went really fast. Those 9 months were stressful, worrying. But it's just kind of surreal, really, that it's 3 years today. And one of the major things that I've kind of taken away from that, what happened and almost learnt in a way, is that when you're going through tough times, like during the pandemic, gyms were having to close, my business was really affected by it. Lots of other people's stress, all this kind of stuff, is that actually I often compare it to today and finding out that news, and that actually nothing is really as stressful as that. Nothing compares. And actually, if you can deal with and cope with something like that and learn to live past that and with it, because you'll never truly get over it, but you just learn how to live with it. And like it's during times like that I take that and think of this day 3 years ago and think, do you know what? That's nothing in comparison to that. And if we can make it through that, we can go on to have another baby, get through those stressful 9 months, because that in itself was another stressful experience, because obviously you're concerned that it's going to happen again. Like that's the peak of stress. So when it comes down to like work, money, all the other like stupid day-to-day stresses, really, homeschooling, obviously that's been a real challenge over this past like 12 months, is homeschooling. I tell you what, hats off to teachers, I am not a teacher. I mean, I didn't even do very well in school myself, so I don't know how I'm supposed to go and homeschool my son for like 12 months. It's just not happening. But that kind of stuff, when you compare it to that, is not stressful in the slightest. And sometimes that's, weirdly, you have to try and look, what I find, you have to try and look for small positives and teachings through these situations. You're going to hear that off and run up and down. And from that experience with Henry, that's one of the things that I kind of carry over into day-to-day life. When things get tough, when things get harder, I just kind of think, do you know what? That thing means nothing. Stressing over whether he's sitting there doing his schoolwork and whether he's learning this and whether he's behind and all this kind of stuff is nothing in comparison to those situations where it is literally like life or death, and talking about people's lives and stillbirth and all that kind of stuff. That is like, so that's something that definitely I've learnt from and taken with me into day-to-day life. And over the past 3 years, I'd say is one of the drastic changes in my mindset, how I think of things. And I think that, you know, if anyone ends up watching this and you've just recently gone through that, I think that for your own sanity, you have to try and take those kind of things away from it and carry it over into everyday life, instead of constantly focusing on the bad and letting it drag you down year after year after year. But it's just insane how it's been 3 years. Like, a year. I mean, a lot's happened over these 3 years. Dogs are arguing in the background now. Just like literally no silence in this house, ever. Never a moment's peace. But that's what we like. And 3 years is like a long time, really, when you think about it. But a year goes crazy quick. Dogs are now fighting over my attention. Stop! You're hitting the camera! Go away! So yeah, that's what we got. And then we got his birthday on Monday, which we normally like to celebrate it. Okay, have a problem. This year, obviously, we can't really do it. Last year, his birthday was just before kind of when the UK went into like lockdown and started taking the pandemic real serious, and we managed to get to Chesington and have a real good time. But this year, it's only on Monday, so we're still not out of lockdown and stuff. So we just got to make the best of that situation. We'll be having birthday cake, we'll be celebrating, we'll go out for a nice walk somewhere if the weather's nice. And those are the kind of things I actually quite look forward to his birthday, because I look forward to celebrating it. And actually, my mind focusing, like just thinking about him, like for a day, because obviously, again, in day-to-day life, so many things are on your mind that you can't necessarily sit, think about, and focus on him all of the time, because you're busy doing other things. So this time of year is a real where you remember, particularly today, you remember exactly how you felt, what happened. It kind of comes flooding back. And then over this sort of next couple of days and his birthday, it's just a time where we really get to sit down and just think and celebrate his birthday. And each year we're going to carry on doing that. We're going to carry on doing that forever. Every year. This year he turned 3 and we're going to celebrate. So we finished off the evening by going to get a McDonald's, which was pucker, and then stopped at Tesco's Express and got some chocolatey treats, chilled on the sofa, watched the film. It's all about the dairy milk whole nut, and yes, I ate the whole bar to myself, because sharing is most definitely not caring when it comes to chocolate. Anyway guys, that is the end of today's video. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.